Oh shit.
His face though.
Yeah. Deeper Than You Think podcast.
We back. Woo!
We back. 2022. Feeling great.
2022.
Feeling great. Feeling rejuvenated.
I'm excited.
Feeling blessed. Hope everybody out there is feeling the same. And just recovering, man. Just recovering from COVID-19.
Speaking of COVID-19, let's talk about COVID-19. How you doing, Ray?
I'm all right, man. See, I would have never thought I would ever get COVID-19. Just because, like, I'm more of a, like, I create my own reality type of dude, right?
Uh-huh.
And my reality, COVID don't really exist with that, right?
I feel you.
You know what I mean? It just don't work that way with me. But I happen to feel a little under the weather before Christmas time. Can you believe that shit?
Right before the holidays.
Right before I get to see the fam, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just had this massive headache. And I was like, oh shit. And so I had to take the test, like a couple days passed, and then I finally took the home test because I wasn't finna go. I didn't feel like going nowhere.
You don't. Man, you don't.
My body was hurt. But but this was the thing, right? Like every time I'm sick, like my body's like shuts down.
Mm-hmm.
My body aches. I can't move. But like I can't really eat. And I get the fevers and all that. And that's exactly how I felt. And so I took the test, and then the test said I had to take it twice. The first one was negative. The second one was completely positive. Completely. I had the 2 lines and the whole shit, right? And so I'm like, damn. So I go in the room. I'm just posted up in the room because I didn't want the boys to catch it. I just didn't want them to get sick because again, I was having the chills and shit. Like the COVID, I was just like, like, what the heck? What is
given
that?
any situation, whether it's COVID or not, you're sick. If you have any type of morals, you stay away from people so you don't give it to them.
Right. And so I don't know, it might have took me like a week.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know how long it was, but it was definitely probably after New Year's where I was finally like, all right, I really couldn't eat that much. Like my body was, it wasn't fucking with food like that. But I still had this big ass headache. It was just killing me. This headache was fucking, no matter what I
probably
took,
just dehydrated.
Bro, this headache was killing me. But I finally passed the shit. And I got my energy back. So I was just like, oh man, now it's passed and I am not vaccinated, unvaccinated, and I do not think about getting vaccinated. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And there's this big thing where everybody is kind of like, it became, okay. It's like, okay, there's a major virus out here that's out here taking people's lives, right?
Right.
And of course, everybody's different. Everybody responds to any virus differently. But my thing is, like, everybody is so fearful of this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a fear base. So now it's like, oh, you got to get a vaccination. You got to get a vaccination. And I don't even know why the fuck they call it a vaccination if it doesn't cure you from the fucking from the damn COVID.
I would encourage people to look up what a vaccination, the classifications and definition of what a vaccination is, and then also double cross that with the classifications and the functions of what the COVID-19 vaccine is.
Right.
And yeah, there's a few discrepancies there.
It just Like, this shit doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me.
I mean,
and
I knew I was going to get this shit. I knew. I was like, if this shit's as contagious as they're saying it is, like,
yeah,
I'm going to get it. But I wasn't scared, and I never wanted to get the vaccine. And I've caught it at least once, I think 2 times. And I mean, I lost my smell and my taste, but other than feeling like a head cold, it didn't really fuck with me that bad. So why am I going to put something new that's foreign in my body when I've already survived the threat? You know what I mean? And my body's built up a strength towards it for the next time, or whatever the case may be.
I feel it.
Take my chances.
And again, yeah, absolutely. Everybody is different.
That's just me.
That's you. Yeah.
Like, I had no problem. No problem with people getting the vaccine. Do you think that that's what you need to do to protect yourself? By all means, do it.
Well, it's not just that. It's become a war between the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. You know what I mean? Now we're classifying each other as.
There's just so many things that are wrong with it. They're bullying people. Like, you know what we should try to find? Let me see if I could look it up. But the statement that the White House made about the holidays and the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated.
Yeah.
Did you see that? That quote?
I did not. I didn't see it. No. But the shit is getting out of hand, though.
Yeah. All right. So I found it. All right. This quote is on whitehouse.gov. It was their website. And it was posted.
Their
whitehouse.gov.
Website is whitehouse.gov.
It's wh.gov.
Ain't that some shit?
So, anyways, the quote says, and this was their statement before the holidays: "We're intent on not letting Omicron disrupt work and school for the vaccinated. You've done the right thing, and we will get through this. For the unvaccinated, you're looking at a winter of severe illness and death for yourselves, your families, and the hospitals you may soon overwhelm."
God damn. Shit. It's like, for the unvaccinated, fuck you. We finna get your ass.
Yeah.
Damn. Cool. No get well soon cards or what? So
here's my only take on this. And to me, it's simply common sense, right? The way that I feel. I've personally had the virus. Okay.
Right.
So in my situation, in my eyes, from my personal experience, that's a very extreme statement.
That is, to say the fucking least.
Because all of my loved ones and friends, anybody in my direct line of communication that has had it, and there's been many of them, there hasn't been one death. It's just hard to believe the numbers and everything that people are throwing out when what you see is completely different.
Well, I think the numbers are inflated anyway.
Oh, we already know that.
So that's just I just think whoever dies, and maybe you have a trace of COVID when you die and they check, oh, you died from this. Just the numbers are inflated.
Oh, 100%.
Scare the masses. Everybody's afraid of this shit. And
yeah, I just think to me, all of this has obviously shown the true colors of our leaders, and the whole mandate thing to me makes no sense, because if you can still be infected, if you can still be sent to the ICU, if you can still pass it on to other people, what is the purpose of a mandate? If it is for your own personal protection against the virus, it is your own personal choice to protect yourself against something. Why is it mandatory for everybody else? And if it's so great, why can you still catch it? Why can you still spread it? Why are things not slowing down? Why are things supposedly getting worse? It makes absolutely no sense to mandate something when all of these questions exist.
And not only that, is that you got to get 12 fucking booster shots after. What the heck of shit is that, bro?
I ran out of fingers and toes.
Like, come on, man. I'm not going to take a shot come back in 2 weeks, take another one. Come back in a month, take another one. They just made up another booster. I think the 5th one. 5 fucking boosters.
That's it. That's all you need. You just need 5.
God damn. I'm cool. I will just take my chances, bro.
I'll
take my chances.
Not questioning this?
Again, I don't like to be, people say, "Oh, anti-vaxxer." No, I'm not an anti-vaxxer.
That's what I tell people too. I support it. If you feel like you need it, go for it, please, by all means. The fact that we have vaccines are cool.
I'm anti-bullshit. This shit is bullshit to me. I'm anti that.
Yeah.
Not an anti-vaxxer.
Sorry.
Anti-bullshit.
And that's more on like all this fucking ignorant cancel culture shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the way of the world, my friend. Cancel culture, yeah. You know what I hate to see?
What?
I hate seeing people who are alone in their car wearing a fucking mask.
I can't. I just laugh every time I see them. I'm like, man, it's got to be scary to be you. Like life's got you that scared.
But I mean, I don't know, bro.
There's nothing about that makes sense to me. I'm just gonna be honest. If you wear a mask in the car and you're alone, you might be out of hope. They just might be out of hope.
Motherfuckers got their reasons. They got their reasons,
and that's okay.
That's fine.
I don't want to take their rights away just because they want to be stupid. I just laugh because I don't agree with what they're doing.
Well, yeah,
that doesn't mean that they shouldn't be allowed to do it.
True that.
And that's the difference between the people on either side of the arguments, is that one just wants to be left alone and the other ones want everybody to do it.
Want to follow with the masses and shit. This is not my style, man. I don't like going, you know what I mean?
I just don't. I don't like to. It's just not.
So you're saying if the government came to your house and was like, "Hey, you need to take this vaccine, otherwise your winter is going to be real fucked." What do you say? Your winter is going to be terrible.
If I don't take this vaccine,
filled with misery.
Motherfucker, fuck off. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I don't know. I
just think if we could just everybody just come together and not worried about if somebody's vaccinated, because that's like the first question.
Well, everybody need to worry about their goddamn self. If you trust the science,
but that's the first question somebody's gonna ask you. Like, if you going somewhere, are they vaccinated? Like, no. Oh, I can't come. Yeah. Like, damn, bro.
They were trying to. Did you see they were trying to suggest that you should ask your family members to present proof of vaccination before they come over for Christmas?
Present a vaccination card?
Yeah.
Shit, I'd be like Antonio Brown.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I got one written in crayon by my son. And shit. Yeah. A poster. Hell no. I ain't provide nobody with a vaccination card. You could barely see my fucking ID.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
A damn vaccination card.
The cool part about it is people listen to this, and the people that feel that the vaccine cards and all that are necessary, they listen to this type of shit and they're like, man, those people don't know what they're so ignorant and and it's like, no, we know what's happening. We're very aware of all the risks and educated on what's going on. But like, there's also this thing called like freedom of choice. Sometimes that's worth protecting.
And I definitely agree with that. But I would say also, everybody, it's okay to have a different opinion. You know what I mean? It's all right. There's nothing wrong with somebody who doesn't agree with you. It doesn't make me an enemy.
Doesn't make him a bad person. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fucking human just like you are.
We all see the world through different eyes, and
exactly.
It's okay to disagree.
It's all right. It is fine. I don't hate you.
That's the thing, is everybody just assumes a negative connotation just because you disagree with this side of the argument. Like, it's such a tense debate. And it's, to me, I look at the outside and I'm like, that's exactly what these motherfuckers want. They want us fighting. Yeah. They want discord. They want people to be scared. You know what I mean?
It's like this and race is like the two of the biggest fucking
gets people going.
It gets motherfuckers going. And it's crazy. And people fall for the bait all the time.
It's so easy. So easy.
You know, but that's just human nature right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me fix my motherfucking mic though. Just don't come to me talking about vaccination. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to hear your spiel. Don't try to convince me. I will never get it.
Yeah. That about sums that up.
Yeah.
Can't be any more honest than that.
Let me get a quick shout out to everybody on YouTube, Instagram, and all of our
followers.
Wherever you download the podcast. Appreciate you. Much love. And we're thankful and grateful. And I'm gonna drink my water to that.
Well, I want to bring up something controversial.
Oh shit. I don't like controversy.
Before we get into this.
Oh shit. Damn.
Shit's about to get real. I want to talk about Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine.
Because this dirty bitch should be there should be a lot more exposure in this case. We should have had access to the trial.
Yeah. I definitely don't want to hear the trial from CNN. Shit, if I could see goddamn OJ when I was in elementary school.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
If I could see OJ when I was in elementary school, I could see this fucking trial.
That's a good point.
This motherfucker allegedly cut motherfuckers' heads off. But okay, back to the subject, right? So that's the big thing. I think maybe it's because it's a Fed case, right? Is it a Fed case?
I don't know what it's classified as.
I think if it's a Fed case, then they can't show it or some shit like that.
I think that those laws were just made to cover up whatever they decide they want to cover up.
Well, you know what's funny?
They don't want information getting out. They don't want names and all this shit getting out, and that's fine.
Which is bullshit. No, fuck that.
I mean, it's fine if like witnesses, stuff like that, or victims, like
victims' names, yes.
I get that. But on the other hand, like when that bitch is on the stand, we should be able to watch.
You fucking right. I want to see your fucking face.
Yeah. Because what she did was atrocious. Do I think she should be in jail? No. I think somebody should have put a bullet in her fucking head. You just don't sell people, obviously. You know what I mean? For anything, for work, for sex, people aren't pawns. People aren't merchandise. I think it's wrong for us not to be able to see the truth for ourselves. We have to go through a second source. Like the media gets to sit in and then they get to write about what they want to write about, you know?
Yeah. Well, there was I think Epstein's pilot who dropped dimes, he said was on the plane multiple times. I wrote it down. It was a fucking I think they said a violinist.
A violinist?
A fucking violinist, something Perlman. I couldn't get the first name, but then they said a violinist. Oh, who the
violinist? Dirty piece of shit.
They get down with the shit.
He put a bullet in his head too. Fuck.
They said dude said Prince Andrew, Senators George Mitchell and John Glenn, Kevin Spacey.
Oh, fucking Kevin.
Fucking Kevin Spacey.
Fucking Kevin.
And of course, Donald Trump and Bill Clinton. That's all we got so far. So that's just a pinch of motherfuckers who are going to that fucking island, fucking kids. That's just a little. Here you go. It's like, here you go, America. Take that.
And that's what I want to get.
Could you imagine how many motherfuckers was there? Fucking, this shit is crazy.
I want to talk about why we're not dropping cases on all them bitches, all the clients.
This shit run deep, bro. Hey, this shit run deep. That's why. This shit run deep.
It's just like, to me, they're trying to, like, this will be the big scandal, and this will be the end of the speculation in their eyes. Like, this will be we took the big player down that was involved in this, making all this happen. You know what I mean? He's dead. She's in jail. But it's like, if I was trying to buy some weed and my drug dealer wasn't answering the phone, that wouldn't stop me. I'd call somebody else who had some weed.
You got at least 3 or 4 plugs.
So if you got people out there that were clients of these people, you think they're going to stop doing what they're doing? You think they're going to stop buying these young girls? You think they're going to stop trafficking these girls and tricking them into this life? Like, if you're really trying to stop it, if you really think it's that bad, then everybody should be catching cases and everybody should be shut down.
But the thing is, you got politicians that are into the shit.
Fuck
you had
senators,
so many, and presidents, senators and presidents, and that's just a couple people.
You know, now, Bill Clinton was getting down because he got caught with what's her name.
Imagine, well, that's the difference though between a 14-year-old girl and a grown woman, right? I could get them. All right, you with a grown woman, that's cool, but with a 14,
you should have put a lock on the door. Come on,
brother. That's just a little sample, bro. It's a little sample of what they want us to do. Okay, they're like, all right, here's how I see they look at. They're like, all right, look, check this out. All right, America, they want some heads to roll, right? So we just gonna give them these couple names.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. They're just trying to slow it down.
We'll fuck them over, and we'll see. You know, everything will be good, right? Mm-hmm. We'll be all right. But this dude had a fucking island training little girl. Crazy.
It's disgusting.
It's crazy. And we don't know shit about this trial of these rich motherfuckers trafficking little girls.
Whatever the news and the internet will tell you. But
we don't know shit about it.
You get a lot more from looking at somebody's face and listening to them talk.
Mm-hmm. Body language.
There's a lot of fucking evidence that we'll never know exists.
We'll never know until like 20 years later in a documentary. And
disgusting.
And they're denying it, right? They're like, no, we don't know. How do you not know?
They all know.
Motherfucker, you been to the island. All of a sudden you playing stupid. What type of shit is that? Oh, and check this out. There was an interesting quote.
It's disgusting.
From I think her attorneys, right? Mm-hmm. I quote, she's been scapegoated since the death of Jeffrey Epstein. What is this? The case. Listen. The case against her is I can't even read is based off an age-old narrative of women being blamed for the behavior of men. Can you believe this shit?
Nah, because some of the witnesses talking about her stripping them down and touching their titties and massaging them and shit.
Women being blamed for the behavior of men.
That's just a lawyer trying to play the trends and the bullshit. And
throw that motherfucker in jail too.
Bingo.
Hey, throw your ass in jail. I'm not taking this case. If somebody came to me like, yo, I'll give you $5 million. I'll think about it.
I'd go out there and throw her ass under the bus. I'd be like, you got to give me half up front and half when the trial's over. And I'll just settle with the half and I'll throw her under the bus. I'll be like, look, I got all her phone records. I got everything. You can have it.
Hell no.
Throw that bitch under the jail.
The behavior of men, just because he offed himself in jail. She gonna say the behavior of men. She getting blamed for his shit. Bitch, you was taking
like
the girls.
you weren't involved.
You was taking the girls. What type of shit is this?
Nah, that bitch dirty.
I'd throw a motherfucker out my courtroom real quick.
Real quick.
What the fuck you say? Shit.
Fuck that bitch.
I'll crack the case in 30 minutes in a commercial.
Fuck that bitch. But the problem is, did you hear that the lawyer is talking about he's filing for a retrial? A new trial?
A new trial.
Because one of the jurors told a news reporter that during deliberations, he told the rest of the jury about his own personal experience being sexually abused. So now the lawyer is probably just going to go out and be like, well, he swayed the jury because he gave them this sob story. And, they got caught up in the heat of that. And so, you know how they do. Obviously, if the lawyer is going to do that, blame the man shit, he's going to be in there fighting for that.
Fuck all that. Like, that's one dude.
That's why sometimes I wish there's more spirit of the law instead of letter of the law at that level, because it's like, instead of the judge feeling like he has to go, well, in article this and this and that, they're allowed to blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? It should just be like, you know what? No, you piece of shit. Go to jail. Go to jail.
For real. Yeah, I mean, I guess everybody deserves a fair trial, but goddamn.
It's still fair. It was unfair because that guy got raped. That's not. Fuck that. That doesn't mean that he can't clearly see that you fucked up and treated people like shit and created victims. Like, just because something happened to him and he told people about it doesn't change the truth. And that bitch is guilty. So, go jail.
That bitch is guilty.
Bye, bitch.
Proven till, what is it? What's the shit they say?
Proven innocent until proven guilty. Yeah. That's not our country. Our country's guilty until proven innocent.
You got that right, shit.
Because most of the time you go to jail before you go to trial.
Mm-hmm. He sure will. And if I'm not
guilty, why am I behind bars? You got to wait till I'm guilty before you throw me behind bars.
Hey, that motherfucker Geraldo, the reporter. Remember Geraldo?
Oh, with the mustache?
Yeah, that motherfucker trying to say that she's being treated unfairly because she has no bail. They're like,
she don't deserve bail.
She's a fucking flight risk for one.
Well, then tell Geraldo to come up with the money. He probably missing out on his 14-year-old, so he's pissed off.
Damn, don't put that on Geraldo. You don't know that.
Well, he don't need to defend him.
Hey, and he might be listening. What's up, Geraldo?
Fuck you.
What's up, motherfucker? Make sure you subscribe, nigga.
Subscribe and hit the like button. We play around.
Comment, Geraldo. Motherfucker, Geraldo. Oh, shit.
Fuck that motherfucker, too.
Hey, man. Motherfucker's got a lot to say. But if you fucking with kids, I can't fuck with you, period.
You can't. Like, period. It's not even like I disagree that they call it a disease or sickness or whatever the fuck they try to classify it as. Like, no, it's wrong. It's wrong.
It's innocent young girls.
It's wrong.
And these are like fucking 40-year-old men.
It's bad.
How fucking disgusting.
It's bad.
I pray for our children. Pray for humanity.
Protect your people, man.
Protect your people, man. Everybody look out for one another.
I was in the store one time.
Yeah.
This is when I was working in loss prevention.
Oh shit. Busting the crackheads.
Yep. And I'm walking through the shoe aisle and I see this old man walk by this little kid that was like 3 or 4 and like grabbed his arm and he said something to him and was like, come here. And the kid looked at him and the guy went around the corner and I asked the lady, I'm like, hey, is that your son? She's like, yeah. I'm like, you know that guy? And she's like, what guy? And I'm like, you're not with a guy? And she's like, nope. Boom, I turned around, I ran around the corner and he was already at the front door, like walking hella quick, trying to get away. And And I was like, hey, and he just kept walking. And I was like, man, he tried to grab your son. And she was like, thank you, thank you. I was like, man, that shit was crazy. It could happen just like that.
Bust
She
his
was
ass.
looking at shoes,
Yeah.
not even paying attention. He could have like covered the kid's mouth and picked him up and walked off with him. She would have had no idea. But before we wrap up, we got to talk about one more thing. One of my favorite celebrities, Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato.
Name one Demi Lovato song. You ain't
Skyscraper.
Shit.
Skyscraper. She about to sing it.
Oh, you ain't shit.
Hold on.
I hate you.
I'm gonna pull this shit up. Hold on.
Hey, while you're pulling it up, man, when's the last time you meditated on me?
Last night. I've been meditating every night. I'm in a groove right now.
Did you?
I'm in a groove.
Bro, I'm slacking. I ain't meditated in. It's been a while.
If we're going there, I'm leveling up.
Damn, the good old level up, huh?
About a month ago, I was seeing the 11 everywhere. And then the full moon just hit. Some energy's been crazy. I had some whispers 2 nights ago, waking me up like 3 or 4 times at my parents' house. I seen a ghost there too. Last time I was there.
Did you?
I seen a spirit walk through. I was sitting in a room and I wasn't even watching TV. For some reason, I just woke up. It was in the middle of the night, and you could see, like, if you look through that room or the room I was in, you can see out the door and towards the kitchen. And so you can see kind of a good part of that area. And
right.
I seen a white silhouette. It just looked like an old man, but he was kind of tall. He was probably like 6'3", 6'4". He's a bigger guy, and he just walked through, kind of hunched over, but he just walked through hella slow. Didn't look, did nothing. He just like walked through, like almost like he was going to sit down or something in the room or going towards the front door or something. I don't know, but that was pretty cool.
Damn, bro, I ain't really felt the need of meditating.
No,
I feel every time I do though, like my body tells me that's what I know.
Here go this clip.
All right,
we're gonna introduce Demi Lovato to the spirit world.
Demi Lovato is standing up for extraterrestrials. The 29-year-old singer is revealing why they don't use the word alien when referring to extraterrestrial beings. Quote, I think that we have to stop calling them aliens because aliens is a derogatory term for anything. That's why I like to call them ETs, they told Pedestrian TV.
So she said that I think that we have to stop calling them aliens because aliens is a derogatory term for anything. That's why I like to call them ETs. All right. See, at first, go ahead. You go. Go.
Hey, I think this is so crazy. And I'm going to tell you why.
Please. Enlighten me.
Because obviously she's trying to gear it towards racism and immigrants and all that stuff, but it literally means not of Earth, not of this Earth. Like alien was created to explain aliens, and the fact that our world is causing this big of a shitstorm over the term alien, over something that they misuse. Like, you're literally misusing the term and then getting mad about it and then trying to cancel a term. Like, no, let's just teach people to be smarter than that and know the difference between a derogatory way of using it and then just using it correctly.
I feel you. At first, when I did see it, right, I was just like, what the hell is she talking about? Like, how is she going to speak for ETs and what the hell does she know?
I just tried to explain it politically, like as nice as I could say it, because I think she's stupid as hell.
But now that I look at her quote, right, it says, I think that we have to stop calling them aliens because aliens is a derogatory term for anything. So in her world, right, it's like that's, I guess, that's like saying, it's been used improperly in
That's
the
what I'm
human
saying.
race.
Like that, that whole argument is because the term has become used in the wrong way. Like,
I I get what she's trying to say. I don't necessarily agree. Now that now that I look at it
no, you
again and
definitely
again,
get what, like, I understand what she's saying. I just think what she's saying is stupid.
I think it is. I think she could use her energy in a different way.
I just think
Fighting
she's
for.
trying to make money. I don't think it got nothing to do with energy.
All right, go ahead, play.
All right, let's play her singing. The best part of that whole video was the end. That's all right. Y'all got permission to come in the room now. She sung for me.
It just went, who got the button? They're an asshole. Whoever has the button is an asshole because they're feeding off of her. All of her fucking. She's just wide-eyed and just like, oh shit.
Nah, bro, she's
somebody in the trailer buzzing the shit out of it. That's fucked up.
She relates to her sexist trauma.
Well,
and she wanted her to sing for her, and she did. And that allowed her to let the boys come back in the room because that spirit really didn't want to talk if the boys were in the room. So
yeah.
when you say it out loud, it sounds different. It sounds dumber. It sounds worse when you say it out loud.
It sounds different when you say it out loud.
Yeah, but that's all right. Good for her. So this is something that I can talk about many different ways because, for one, it's
What's
new
your first three?
It's new to me that spirits can communicate their trauma from, I don't know what type of male oppression she was insinuating, but
well, shit. I don't know. She did her research.
Two, I don't know why would singing fix that? Why would singing or Skyscraper fix that?
It's a beautiful song.
Which you can't hate on her singing. She's a great singer.
She's good. She good
at singing.
She's good at singing. All right.
There's
he's lost for words.
I am. We'll say that.
I think.
Let me know what you think about this.
I think it's fucked up because I feel like they are playing with her. She's trying to connect, right? She's trying to connect from being a celebrity, right?
I think she's trying to express herself, for one.
And I feel like that they're taking advantage of her. You know what I mean?
I think they're all taking advantage because the spiritual world it's a trend now. It's a hype. Like,
it definitely is. Yeah.
Now that marketers know that for all these bigwig channels, like, of course they're going to create content that attracts people to the world, and most of it probably is staged and fake, and unfortunately it dilutes what we've lived with our whole lives. But I don't know. I just think she knows that she's bullshitting for money, and
I don't think she knows.
They know she's vulnerable.
I don't think she knows.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I really think that she believes.
That's adorable. You're standing up for her.
I'm not saying, I think it's fucked up, but I truly believe that she believes that she's singing perfectly for the ghosts.
You believe that?
I believe that she believes, yeah.
She had that shit on cue. She was ready to go.
She busted though. She had the arms up like this.
She was rising off the ground like a skyscraper.
But I think that, I don't necessarily, it's not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? I don't believe in, singing for a spirit.
And that's what I'm saying. You got to separate. She's a great singer. She did a great job singing. And if she is acting, she did a great job acting.
That's what I'm saying. She really believes it. That's why.
I don't know. I don't think she does.
I think she does.
I just think she's had a lot of issues and she's interested in it. And the show gave her a chance because she's fucked up in the head.
Yeah. And she's trying to find herself. We can give her applause for that. She's trying.
I hope she does.
And that's what matters.
Like I don't hate her. It's not like I want bad for her.
You hate her fucking guts, bro.
I hated the last 45 seconds of that video. That's what I hated.
Yeah.
To me, it just seems really staged and a little cheesy because you know the energy when you're in a situation like that.
Yeah.
And it isn't that cool, calm, collected. And like, it's not like that. The energy is different.
No.
And those aren't natural human reactions in that situation. And for me, it just seems a little off.
That is a valid point. That is a valid point. Those when you come across something like that and you could feel the energy in there and your fucking hair stand up, yeah, you're not like, sing a song, bro.
No. I mean, like it costs a lot of money to film something with that quality and that production. Like, people don't put this kind of money into something that they're not gonna be sure is gonna attract people in.
Yeah. Don't believe everything you see. And believe half of what you hear. Or was it nothing you hear, half of what you see? Whatever.
Don't believe none of that shit.
Don't believe the hype.
Believe what's in front of these.
Believe in yourself. Believe in mankind. I want to say that. I want to say, do I believe it? Yes.
I think given the state of the things that we talked about tonight, I think people need to understand that they're not perfect. 2, everybody got fucked up thoughts, but it's how you handle that shit. It's how you manage your feelings. Like, it's all about understanding right from wrong.
Word. And watch the company you keep as well, because it will drag your ass the fuck down.
Times are tough right now. People are doing some shady shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Just walk the narrow, listen to yourself, and
peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. Just like that.
Deeper than you think.
Deeper Than You Think podcast 2022.